Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of my ARK Survival Evolved Let's Play series. I am Madtown213, and today we are going to show you the results of hours and hours and hours of grinding stone, wood, thatch, etc., and show you the nearly finished product of my outside castle walls and breeding and taming slash egg hatching location that I have done. Uh, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many hours I put into gathering stone. I also gotten a lot of help from the other guys on this server to come and help grind out stone and such. So today I'm kind of going to show you around what the result of all that hard work was. I am super proud of it and very happy with the outcome, aesthetically and functionally. So let's get right to it. So what I did is I talked to you guys about before. I added these little single locations for the plant species X on these gate towers, and then there is also watchtowers as well, partially through the walls to kind of break up. Now I do have to finish. I am going to build walls here all the way down. So it's going to be this, as you can see, it's just a floor right now. And there's going to be walls that go all the way down to break up so it'll look like that over there, which I think will be cool and break up the monotony of just one giant large straight wall. So there will be plant species X now all along here. Got the door frames all in so it looks like a nice castle wall. This is all walkable with no pillars showing through, which I'm super happy about. So you can walk this entire wall to defend or whatever. If this turns into a PvP server, this is going to be really cool for defending. It won't. I'm not a fan of PvP, but if it ever did, I'm ready. So we got Plant Species X every so often. We got a little ramp built here, and you guys can see from, I'll show you both sides. So this side is where I built the actual ramp structure, so I could keep the continued look. Now, the building aspect of this game, it makes the ramp like show through. There's nothing you can do about that, but I'm willing to accept that to get as close as possible as I can with the continued look of the castle. So you can just continue running up here, these two. Here's another Plant Species X like guard tower, and you can continue to run up here. And it does take a while to load in because there's so much stuff. And that leads to this other gate tower here with another plant species X and another gate tower here. I got this all finished off nicely, excuse me. And it is a nice little, show you guys the outside aesthetics. I don't know, a bunch of dillos out here, but so I have to patch up some holes with some foundations and walls and such because they're obstructed, but otherwise it fit really perfectly. Really like how this turned out. No gaps there. See, I have to fill in a few walls here and there. But that's just nitpicky stuff. It does keep most of the big stuff out. I think the only thing that I can get through is maybe a bug or two, the ants, or maybe a dillo, but not much else. So then we have another gate tower here. Oh, I'm stuck. Just really digging this overall look. I love how this turned out. So this is going to be a well-defended area and is going to be a natural respawn helper. So when new animals come in, you don't have to go through and wipe them out manually. This will kind of just constantly be wiping out animals. So we got another one here after this little bump in the ramp. And then this corner post out here. I like how this turned out as well. So it just goes one out in each direction from the actual corner of the wall. And then one out on each side so the plant species X can see down there and out here, while this one can focus on this side or area. Plus it's a nice little landing spot. So then we have this, a little ramp down here. and another final ramp until the major drop off. So I decided just to go with a straight down look here and just put I kind of just, I don't know, it worked out that way and I kind of like it. So it's just a straight drop and then I got a ladder there so you can get from down here to up there. So you can see there's the ladder and then another guard tower there. I guess I could have went lower, but I wanted to keep as level as possible. So we kind of did that little building there. And we have a sweet guard tower there, which these can be lower now because this wall or that cavern cliff thing is a natural defense. And there's nothing dangerous over here anyways. So I didn't build a corner tower anywhere because it's unnecessary. It's overkill. You don't need it. Those plant species X aren't going to fire that far away. And there's nothing down there anyways. So I may fence this area off in the way out future if I get bored and want to build some extra stuff. So this is a nice little walkway path that I can have. But yeah, and then we just went, I think, 2 or 3 high along here. As you can see, it's stone, stone, stone. It was so much material gathering and building. So then we got this wall, same thing. I'm gonna have to put some fence foundations, just purely aesthetic. There's nothing that can get up there anyways, but then we got this gate wall or gate tower here. And this wall's finished, and then this gate tower over here, which goes all the way across. So you can see this is pretty damn expansive. I mean, there's not much I can't house or people. So, and then finally, hopefully before it gets dark, I can get this done. I built these taming, breeding, mating, hatching, whatever pens out here. I'll give you a closer look. Again, hopefully before night falls. I am going to do 2 behemoth gate pens out here. So, I'll put a behemoth gate here and then one going into the wall and then another one and another going into the wall. So these are just the regular dino pens. The reason I haven't completed these walls yet, because I still have to run electricity in the hidden walls here. And I don't want it to be a pain in the ass, so I just left this part open. But you can see this pen is pretty good size. It would be for carnos or mammoths or whatever else I want to tame that you can pick up and drop in and then easily walk out. Actually, mammoths I don't think fit through these, so that won't work. So that would be for the Behemoth Gate Tower pens over here. But carnos I know fit through here. Raptors, say, all that other good stuff. So we got a couple of those. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those pens of these size. So you can see here, all nice size pens. And if we need to keep stuff in here for whatever reason, we can do that as well. And then we can also use these for mating. So we can put, two. What the hell is that? Oh, all right. Now, the coolest part of this whole thing is my little square dance spot. So check this out. Let me zoom up. So what I did, this is all gates in a 4x4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gates, just regular dinosaur gates, all in a grid. So that's kind of what it looks like from different angles. Now, the reason I did this is, check this out. So let's say I want to put Carnos, and of course there goes the knight. So these gates or these pens allow me to change size as need be. So let's say I need something a little bit bigger. Let's say I need an extra one of these kind of pens for whatever reason. Who knows? I just want to make sure I never have to build again once this is done. So we have this. So this, you can fit dinos in here and they're separated from other ones. But maybe I want to tame a bunch of raptors or mate a bunch of raptors at the same time. So I can close this off. Oh, let me actually go in there. And now I just have a smaller pen. But let's say then I want to open this back and use the front. I can do that. I can close this and close this. And now this is a long pen that's completely closed in. Or I can square this up and you guys can see it. So it is so adaptable and there's just so many things you can do with it. I can change any size in any way that I want and it's it's awesome. I love it. I have not seen anyone do this design yet. So if someone has, I apologize. I don't want to. I'm not trying to claim to be an innovator. I just have not seen anyone do this yet. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's going to have so many uses down the road. Um, and then same thing, if you want to make this into a bigger pen, I can close this off and then have this as. So there's 1,001 uses. I'm really, really happy with it. So if somebody else wants to use that design, please feel free. I think it's, even if you just did this, just these four, and none of this other stuff for a little smaller scale, I think this is definitely the way to go. It just grants you so much flexibility. So yeah, so once I get this all wired, I'll finish all these walls off. And same thing here, this will be a wall all the way down. And this over here is going to be my hatching center. So I got a behemoth gate because, if you want to leave a mammoth or giga or quetzal or whatever else, these walls are going to go all the way up to the top and there will be a ceiling. These are just windows. There's going to be door frames, kind of like I did in my main castle, just so they look like castle windows. I just haven't put the door frames in yet. And then that'll lead all the way up. There will be a walkway, so you can walk from this platform, which is open up there, as you can see. Actually, let me fly and give you that kind of view. So this walkway is where you can shoot the animals once they're in the taming pens. You can just walk along the edge and knock stuff out. Same up here. The only one you won't have access to if you want to individually tame is this one right here, right below me. So that would be inconvenient. I don't know. Well, let's test it. Maybe. I wonder if you can walk along the top. Oh, it's not. I won't be able to jump up there. Hmm. So yeah, that's, I guess. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Um, so that would be the only issue, but I don't see that a problem. If I wanted to, I could just build an extended walkway around that. So we got a little checkpoint outpost here that I'll be building walls all the way down, so that kind of breaks it up. Looks cool. We got this part done. No, we don't. It's almost done though. Got these little walls here and Behemoth Gate to block off the outside. Any wild animals trying to get in. Went far enough out in the water where anything that's going to be over here hopefully won't walk around. And then, yeah, sorry for the dark, guys. I just don't do gamma. Yeah, so then you could walk all the way along the outside. And here's another square end tower. And you can walk all the way around here. So yeah, that's complete. This guy Debo, I don't know if any of you guys seen the movie Friday, but Debo is my bully. I got him on aggressive and wander. So he's just a medium level saber that I got beefed up from before I changed levels. He's just walking around here knocking out dillos or anything wild that tries to spawn in here now. Because I have all my animals here. And then I have guard cats all the way along here. So I've got some feeding troughs. Then I have everybody lined up facing into the hill, so all their eggs. This is my egg farm. Oops, speaking of, so all the eggs roll down the hill, and that works. Actually, I'll leave my bird here for now. So here's my stegos, and that you saw those sarcos down there. And up here we have a trike. I need to get a bunch more trikes. This is a female. So we got a bunch of turtles here. So these are all females except for the very first one in all these lines. Oop, there's a scorpion egg. So I have one male to help double the egg drop rates. If they are mate boosted, they'll drop twice as many eggs as normal if they were just females. So my males are always first, and they have any extra saddles on them. So you can see I got 3 extra saddles on the males, and then the females are after them. And that's just for me to easily keep track. So for example, this bone one, when I get a male, the saddle and all that stuff will be on the male, and then all the females will follow. Same thing, I don't have a male stego yet, so he'll go here with all the saddles, etc. So we got turtles, we got scorpions, we got another guard cat, and another feeding trough. So there's a couple scorpions. I need a few more female scorpions. So same thing, here's the male with the saddle, and then all the saddles are on him, just in case I need to move them around. So we'll have some more scorpions eventually. Got some patchies. We'll get some more of those. So we got a male and then the females here. Same with the dillos. Got a male dillo and then all the females. And holy shit. And Kairuku's eggs up to yin yang. Alright, so I think I'm gonna try. So that new crafting system of food, the XP based crafting system. I think I'm gonna try some recipes with Kairuku eggs because I have hundreds, hundreds. So we got our male here, Pingu, and then all of our females down here. Now, here is a trick to move around small animals if you don't know. For example, so how did I get them all facing this? When you need to lure them into, you just punch them. So it's going to be hard for you guys to see, 'cause if I hit it with a torch, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So, yeah. So you just hit them, punch them, and you can move them into place. So what I did was lead them all up as far as I could, backed against the wall, got them close, and then just punched them from behind up this ramp to put them in place. And that's how you can do it with penguins, uh, dodos, ton of dodo eggs too. Maybe that's what I'll do, like 100 dodo eggs and 100 Kairuku eggs and see what kind of food that comes up with. Maybe with some mejo berries. So yeah, this egg farm is going to work really nice. I do need to add a lot more creatures to it, but I want to wait till I'm done building. And yeah. So same thing with dodos. You can just punch them into place and get them a little more accurately than you would be able to by leading them. Dimorphodons will eventually go up into the main castle crafting area because they are going to be attack animals. So I want them up there. Or maybe I will leave them down here. I don't know. We'll see. Another guard cat. Another feeding trough. And here's all the raptors. Same thing. All females. Got a male with all the saddles here. And yeah. And then this is back to the part I showed you guys earlier. So over here we have... I'm not sure. So these are my rideable, like, killer animals that I'll take out. So for example, frogs. Or there'll be my utility animals that don't lay eggs, such as my apes, or my elk, or my wolves, or my sabers. So I'm not really sure. I got just kind of have these guys off to the side because I'm not sure what I want to do with them yet. I was thinking of possibly building, so over kind of where my Giga is, I'm thinking of building like a utility worker building. and house like the doedicurus, the ankylos, the mammoths, the elk, and the gorillas in there. So anybody that helps me collect stuff, frogs for cementing paste, stuff like that, I'll house them all in a building over there maybe, and that'll be like my worker building. But I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I have to still think on that. And then down here, I built a little kibble castle. So this is going to be my kibble crafting area. These guys are just low-level males that I'm letting starve and die on their own. If somebody else wants them, they can have them, but they're just out here away from the feeding troughs, slowly dying, so they can go away. So this is my little kibble castle. Nothing too extraordinary, just the same type of build that I've been doing everywhere else. And the reason is so I get all my eggs, run down the line, grab them all, stop over here, and this I can take. So I have a separate generator because it's not in line with any of the other lines of the rest of the building. So I just put another generator out here, and I have a ton of fridges and some lights. So this first one is for eggs. So you can see I did not get all the eggs that I have at the old northern base, so I still have to move those. So those will be added here. So this will all be eggs in this fridge. This one will be the kibble, which I still haven't moved over. This will be all the veggies from the farm, and this will be all the mejos. So these are all things you need to make kibble. This is going to be for raw meat that I pretty much have filled. For if I need to fill up the feeding troughs out there, I can just come in here and I'll have a stock. And then this will just be random berries to also fill up the feeding troughs. So yeah. Now I know they're going to be releasing the industrial oven. I pray that it is not bigger than this area because this is where I want to put the industrial oven. So this will be my entire crafting area. And I am close to water, so it's very simple for me to run a pipe up here to get a spout. So I'll have water. I'm assuming you still have to use water in the industrial oven to make kibble. So I'll have a spout somewhere, probably lead right behind this, maybe, and come out here. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to see how big that is before I set up all that, though. And then I got these little, this little castle window look, just with two door frames in each one. So very small building, but it's a functional building over aesthetics. So that's it. That is the tour. Um, as I continue, this side is going to be my priority. Got a level. What do we got? 2600 health, 580 weight, 509. Let's add some melee so I can help level her a little faster. So I want to finish this main building, get the ceiling done, and get that all the way out. And then I want to finish those walls over there so I can just patch that up and be done with it. So that area is ready to go. I'll probably put some type of building out in the middle over there just to keep things from spawning because the distance I believe from that wall to this wall is going to be too great and things might still spawn in there. So I want to stop that from happening. So maybe, I don't, some goofy little stand, maybe trophies or something. I don't know. But we'll put something out there, finish this up, and then just slowly but surely I'll piddle away and knock out that whole other side. I think this is where, so this is where the farm's going to be. I know that for sure. Because this is pretty flat over here. So this is going to be the farm. I know you guys can't see. I apologize. But yeah, this is going to be the farm. And then down there, I believe, is where we're going to put our boulevard or our village for everybody to have a small house here to use as our one of our hubs, so people can come and because I do have a lot of stuff here, and it's very expansive. So if people want to store things and just have a smaller base, out there, they can do that. So, but yeah, so that's it. A lot of work. So I wanted to really show off because I'm really proud of it. All the things that I've done so far with the help of other people, gathering and so forth and so on. So I think it's coming along very swimmingly, very close to actually better than what I expected. I had plans. If you look at one of the first, I think it was episode 5, don't fall, son of a bitch. Well, that's a good way to end. So I think it was episode 5 is when I started talking about this before I even laid a single foundation down. And I'm surprised how close I've actually come to my initial. Uh, am I stuck? I do need to find a way out of here because, yeah, when I do, something does fall down here, it's like impossible to get out. So I'm surprised how close I've actually come in delivering the um, the vision I had. I wasn't sure that it was going to work, and just about everything I wanted has kind of worked out, and that surprised me because building an ARK is never a sure thing. There's just so many variables with the building system in this game that your plans, I don't care how good they are, just sometimes won't work. And most of this has worked out to a T, and actually better than I thought. Eventually, I'll be doing that ramp in stone as well, but that's last priority. So, yeah, appreciate it, guys. I really hope you enjoy kind of some, maybe this will give you some ideas on smaller scales for things that you can do, or maybe just enjoy the large scale effort because it has taken a lot of work. So, thank you very much for joining me today in this episode and this little tour. And I hope you guys continue to follow to see how we can improve this in the future. If you have any recommendations or you see something that could be made better, please comment. I'm more than happy to try new things. We have enough people and I have enough time to do some grinding and get materials that maybe other people don't have. So if you want to see something, an experiment, or you have an idea of what might fit somewhere or something I did you can make better, feel free to leave a comment and I'd be happy to check it out and see if it works into my plans. So hope you guys join me next time. But thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you guys next episode.